one of your favorite NBA coaches, is rumored to be considering retirement, because I know we talked about these are still rumors, but Doc Rivers.
Oh, Glenn.
It's rumored that the great Doc Rivers is considering retirement at the end of the season. He started his head coaching career in '99 with the Orlando Magic. He was coach of the year in 2000, NBA championship coach in 2008. And of course, and most importantly, the NBA Cup championship coach in 2024.
Ooh, wow.
He's been voted one of the top 15 coaches in NBA history. What's Doc Rivers' legacy, and how will he be remembered, man? What say the people's champ?
I'm going to miss Glenn, man.
Me too, actually.
Like, nothing says playoffs like Doc Rivers being up 3-2.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
He's blown more 3-1 leads than any head coach.
And being up 3-1 and sharting the sheets away and blowing the series. So I am going to miss that. You know, it's one of those manager types with those Boston squads. I mean, you look at the staff that he had and what they were able to do, you know, and the pieces that they had with Garnett, Rondo. Do I think he's a top 15 coach? No. Do I think he's a good coach? Yes.
Yeah.
Great at times, because I really thought he shined out of timeouts.
Yeah.
Like, out of timeouts, Doc was really always good. But like I said, those playoff falters, I think, will always shame him. I think he was always good on TV.
Yep.
So I don't think he'll have any problem, you know, finding any work if he wants to. He probably got to get some surgery done to that voice box.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on there. But him and his son's good on TV too.
Yeah, Austin is.
Yeah,
yep, I agree.
Austin's really good. So maybe there's some there with those two. But yeah, I mean, I think he was a guy that was able to take advantage of a great situation in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Was able to squeeze one out of that unit. I think they should have beat Miami in that.
Yes, I agree.
In that game 6.
Yep. Yeah, when they were up 3-2.
Yeah, I think that was where it was kind of like, man, this dude ain't it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, is he in the Hall of Fame ever? Well, they're going to put him in. They got him as a top 15 coach.
Yeah.
And I mean, hell, if they're going to say Steve Kerr is the top 15 coach, then I guess you would have to say Doc Rivers is the top 15 coach, because, I mean, you want to talk about some guys that are shielded by some greatness.
You know, man,
Doc's a finalist for this year's class.
Okay.
He'll get in.
Good to know. You know, man, Doc Rivers is a lesson to me, because I think that Doc Rivers depended too much on structure and not enough on his instincts.
Okay.
That's why he blew all of those leads. He was too much in the structure. I think that he, at some point, because he was that way, he lost his confidence. You know what I'm saying? And then it just became a self-fulfilling prophecy. It was like, I don't trust my instincts anymore.
I mean, some of these things were just head scratchers, man.
They were, because he would be going along, he would be using his instincts, and then it would just snowball on him, because he would be so stuck on rotations and on the sheet, instead of, like, if KG was hot, for example, you know, like, he had his little rotation card.
And a few of those Clipper teams, they were snake bit with Chris Paul. You know, Chris Paul is hurt. Blake is hurt.
Crisp. That's another one, though.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a match made in hell.
Yeah, he had to try to win with Cliff Paul.
Yeah. But like, for example, like, KG would be hot sometime. And, you know, like, the rotation card would be like, you know, KG sits at, you know, whatever the 3-minute mark of the first quarter, or whatever it is. But your instincts would probably tell you, like, you know what, leave him in for at least the rest of the first quarter, and maybe even start the second quarter. I mean, you know, he ain't gonna die, he in shape. But Nope, he would take him out. You know what I'm saying? And KG might never pick that rhythm up again. You know what I'm saying? And I watched him defy his instincts all the time like that. And I'm like, that's why he blew all of them 3-1 leads, because he never trusted his instincts. He'd have took Bam Adebayo out last night.
Bam would have had 45.
Yeah, Bam would have had 45 last night. Bam wouldn't have got to the 83 because, he's too structured that way. And that's how you knew, after a couple of years after they won in 2008, particularly when he left Boston, you knew he'd never win again.
Yeah.
You could tell, you could tell he kind of lost something.
Do you think he coaches again?
No.
Me neither.
No, I think he will.
He's got to be 60?
Yeah, he got to be
61, maybe.
It's hard.
62.
That's a good question.
He's about Isaiah, so he's got to be mid 60.
Yep, he got to. Let me see. How old is Doc? How old is Glenn? 64.
Okay, him and Isaiah same age.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, man. And then I was gonna ask you one more thing, man. I was gonna close on Glenn, but I wonder if you heard what Steve Kerr was saying, and I think we'll probably make this an entire topic.
Was it adults grown people win championships?
Well, he was talking about the injuries, and he was talking about the pace being so much faster now.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been debunking that. First,
I heard LeBron say that too.
Yeah.
On the Mind the Game.
And that's a lie.
Hey, man, listen here, dog. Listen. Hey.
I just picked a random year. Picked a random year of 1987. The pace over 100 plays per game. 2026, 100.2 plays per game. The pace is not faster now.
Dog.
That's a lie.
Tell them niggas to play 40 games and lace up house shoes, dog.
And I'm
like, man, to hear it, dog.
Stop it, dog. The pace is not faster now.
Not in Chuck Taylor's, dog. I can't
go
for it. I can't go for it.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, the problem is that every effort is made to rest, to not play 4 games in 5 nights, to not play back-to-backs, to not play. And then when you have to do it, the body revolts.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know. And the thing that makes it bad is that the NBA doesn't know because they haven't dedicated the science to figure out what it is yet. They just want to codify the players and just hope they can come to a happy medium with games played that, the fans won't complain about.
Let me tell you what I do know is that ever since they've been load managing, it's gotten worse.
Yep.
That's what we do know. We know that ever since they've been making an effort to rest and manipulate the schedule and not do as much practicing and do less off-season work, everything is worse.
Yep.
That's what we do know. Now, you're right. I don't have any hard evidence, but we got a lot of circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, like, and until the NBA just like dedicates the proper time and resources to kind of figure it out or actually caring.
Yeah, but they don't because they don't want to say that load management don't work.
Right, exactly. So it's like, I don't know what the fix is.
Yeah.
And it's like as playoff time approaches, you kind of have in the back of your head, like, okay,
who's going to get hurt?
Who's going to be the big star that fought,
Yeah, because remember when
whose calf is twitching and tingling before the playoffs that you got to keep an eye on.
Remember when Boston won the championship, they didn't play one healthy team.
Nope.
Miami, they played in the first round, no Jimmy Butler.
Milwaukee.
Then they played they played Cleveland.
Oh, that's
right. And Donovan
Okay.
Mitchell went down, I think, in the second game. He didn't play again. And then they played Indiana.
Yep.
And Tyrese Halliburton went out with the hamstring in the first game.
Yep.
They didn't play one healthy team in the East the whole time. And that happens. Me and Steve was just shout out to my man Steve. Me and
Steve
was just chopping it up about that. Because in the playoffs and late in the season, you can't manipulate the schedule no more. You can't make sure that you're not playing every other night. You can't do no 4 games in 5 nights. Now you have to play on the schedule and you can't rest. You can't load manage because now every game is so important. So And then that's when the bodies start to revolt. That's when the injuries hit a fever pitch, because you can't rest the body and get the body in shape at the same time. You got to do one or the other.